But our next storyteller is going to be Lily Durkee. Let me find you. There you are. Cool. Lily took Storycraft online the first time it ever existed, which is the past month or so. So we've been teaching Storycraft over Zoom, and Lily's been with us for 6 weeks, and she's going to share the story that she has been working on. Lily, whenever you're ready.
I'm unmuted, right? Great. The morning of our departure dawns misty and cold. Jake, my partner, sits in the driver's seat of our newly converted Ford Econoline van, which is loaded down with kayaks, bikes, skis, and a bed that we made out of 2x4s in the back. Anticipation is palpable in the air, on our faces, and even on the faces of our parents as we wave goodbye. We drive down the familiar street, making a left, right, and then left onto I-495. We leave Maryland behind. It's the only state I've ever called home. We make our way west. 2 months later, we're driving down a washboard road in the Utah desert. We pull off at a seemingly random spot. We set off across the landscape, which is dotted with small, pointy plants and piles of sandstone. We walk until we reach a vast opening in the ground, the entrance to the canyon. Down we rappel till our feet touch the ground. We spend the next several hours meandering through rivers of sand, scrambling over and under obstacles as they arise. At one point, the canyon walls are so narrow, I have to turn sideways and suck in all the air out of my chest in order to fit. As the walls embrace me, I look closely at the rock. It's striped like a zebra pelt, but instead of black and white, there's red, gold, maroon, orange. That space in my chest where the air used to be is being filled with this new sensation. It's bright, warm, delicious, a bit like melted butter. As I lick my sunburned lips, I can almost taste it. We trade rivers of sand for rivers of water. My kayak is heavy on my shoulder as I descend the steep bank towards the white salmon river. As it comes into view, my eyes widen in awe. The water is electric blue, yet perfectly clear, revealing a mosaic of pebbles on the riverbed. My eyes are drawn to the river's edge next, where I see jets of water bubbling to the surface from the cracks of rocks. Fed probably from some hidden underground spring. Gleeful, I take my water bottle, plunge it into the froth. I drink deeply. The river tastes like mountain air and pine. Hydrated, we begin downriver. Tall evergreens line the bank, sheltering us from the outside world. We approach Hewsum Falls, a 12-foot waterfall. I take a deep breath to calm my nerves. I launch my kayak off the lip. For a moment, I'm flying. As I land softly at the bottom, warmth floods my chest, a delicious mix of adrenaline and pride. July 23rd, 2019, we pull our van into the driveway of our new home in Fort Collins, Colorado. It took us 5 months to get here. I started a graduate program at Colorado State University. Campus feels huge, vast, unknown at first, but I get to know people, meeting new people every day. I start to develop relationships with the other students in my department. Soon we are chatting in the halls that separate our laboratories, laughing as we walk to class, clinking glasses at the local bar after the workday ends. I work on balancing teaching undergraduates in a biology lab, conducting research, taking graduate level classes. It's tricky to balance all these things at first, but I realize it's navigable, not unlike the rapids on the White Salmon. I gain confidence with every day. Just like that, first semester ends, and suddenly it's 2020. Just as suddenly, we start hearing whispers of a novel pneumonia in China. Wuhan feels far away at first, but I should have known better. I'm part of a lab that studies invasive species, cheatgrass, tamarisk, two horrible Western invasives spread from state to state on the soles of people's shoes and on the tires of trucks. When the first case of COVID arrives in Colorado with a tourist from Italy, emails start coming in one after another, canceling different aspects of normal university life. Now, when I go to campus to feed my beetle colonies, which is my only essential task, campus is empty, silent. The governor says, stay at home. And he specifically specifies, don't go to the mountains. Our home is now a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm in one of the bedrooms now, which is a lot bigger than our van was. But as I commute every day from my bedroom to the kitchen table, it starts to feel smaller and smaller. Grad courses were hard enough on their own person, but now I struggle to code in MATLAB in R, surrounded by my kitchen, as error messages flash in red across the screen and the pixelated Zoom calls with the instructors do little to erase the errors and debug any of my code. My head aches and spins as they try to decipher seemingly impossible math equations. I miss the friends I made last semester. I miss my family back home in Maryland. I miss being on the road, being able to go to a new place every day. I started going on a run each day after work. I go just far and just fast enough to clear my head a little bit. Last week, I was running on a trail near my house when I saw a splash of purple out of the corner of my eye. I ran over, bend down, and sure enough, nestled in the blades of grass are tiny purple flowers, delicate petals surrounding a small yellow center. It's the first sign of spring. The air smells sweeter. Birds chirp in a nearby tree. I make a promise to myself. Tomorrow, I will look more closely for flowers. Thank you.